you've come into some extra money and want to boost your super, there's a smart rule that lets you put in up to 3 years worth of contributions in one go, currently up to $360,000. It's called the Bring Forward rule, and it could help you grow your retirement savings faster while you're still eligible. In this video, Kate Crawford explains how it works, who can use it, and what to watch out for so you don't accidentally trigger the rule too early or limit your options later. Please remember this information is general in nature and doesn't take into account your own situation. If you find this guide useful, please remember to subscribe so you don't miss out when we publish a new video.
The Bring Forward rule for non-concessional contributions allows you to contribute up to 3 times the standard annual cap in one financial year without exceeding your limit. Non-concessional contributions come from money you've already paid income tax on, and you don't claim a tax deduction for your contribution. The Bring Forward rule creates an opportunity to add large amounts of money to superannuation because the non-concessional contribution cap is 4 times higher than the concessional cap. It is also important to consider, though, whether making concessional contributions could benefit you because those reduce your taxable income. Non-concessional contributions are tax-free when they're added to your super account, so your superannuation fund will not deduct any contribution tax. They also form a tax-free component in your superannuation that can be passed on to beneficiaries, including adult children, after you pass away, without generating any tax liability for them. There are no tricky application forms or hoops to jump through. If you contribute more than the annual non-concessional cap in any one financial year, the ATO will automatically trigger a bring forward arrangement for you. That means that you can also accidentally trigger a bring forward arrangement if you contribute more than the cap without realising it. So it's very important to keep track of your contributions. To be eligible to start a bring forward arrangement, you need to be under 75 on the 1st of July in the year that you're triggering the rule. All your contributions that you would like to add need to be in your super account by the day that is 28 days after the end of the month in which you turn 75. But many super funds will recommend that you get all your contributions in before your 75th birthday to be safe. You don't need to be working to make non-concessional contributions and use the bring forward rule. But there are some restrictions if you have a very high total super balance. The numbers I'm about to cover apply to the current financial year. They do change when the non-concessional cap is increased and when the transfer balance cap changes. Currently, if your total super balance on the last 30th of June was under $1.76 million, then you can use a 3-year bring forward arrangement that allows you to contribute up to $360,000. If your total super balance on the 30th of June was at least $1.76 million, but less than $1.88 million, you have access to a 2-year or $240,000 bring forward arrangement. If your total super balance was higher again, at least $1.88 million, but less than $2 million, you can't use the bring forward rule, but you can contribute up to the standard annual non-concessional cap of $120,000 for this financial year. If your total super balance on the 30th of June was $2 million or more, then you can't make non-concessional contributions at all. It's also important to know that if you're already in a bring forward arrangement and your total super balance on the 30th of June goes above the transfer balance cap, which is currently $2 million, you won't be eligible to make further non-concessional contributions in the following financial year without exceeding your cap, even if you do have space remaining under your bring forward arrangement. Here you can see a 3-year bring forward arrangement that's been triggered this financial year. The total contributions of up to $360,000 can be added throughout the 3-year period, during this financial year, the next, and the year after that. If the non-concessional cap goes up during that period of time, it doesn't change the maximum that you can contribute under the bring forward rule. That is frozen at the $360,000 figure that was locked in the first year of the arrangement. For example, you might put in $360,000 all in the first year. That would mean that you'd used up your total available contributions under the arrangement, and you wouldn't be able to make any contributions in the following 2 financial years without exceeding your cap. Alternatively, you might put in $200,000 in the first year. Because that's more than the $120,000 cap that applies, the bring forward rule will be triggered. Perhaps you don't make any contributions the following financial year. That would mean that in the third year, you would still be able to add up to $160,000 to bring your total to $360,000. Or lastly, you might put in $160,000 in your first year, $100,000 in your second year, leaving a final $100,000 that could be added in the third year. So you can see that the arrangement is quite flexible. Not all of your contributions need to be added at once, but the rule will always be triggered if you contribute more than the annual non-concessional cap in one financial year. If your high total super balance means you're eligible only for a 2-year bring forward arrangement, the total that you can contribute shrinks down to $240,000, and the number of years available changes from 3 to 2, so the current year and the following year. For example, you might put in the entire $240,000 that's available to you in the first year, and you wouldn't be eligible to make any non-concessional contributions in the following year without exceeding your cap. Alternatively, you could put in a smaller amount in the first year, for example, $200,000. That would leave you space to add an additional $40,000 in the second year, should you wish to. Once you've started a bring forward arrangement, you can track it via MyGov to see when it ends and how much remaining space you have to make contributions. Just click Super, then Information, and Bring Forward Arrangement from the menu. SuperGuide subscribers have access to a longer version of this video with examples demonstrating effective use of the rules and traps to watch out for. Visit superguide.com.au to sign up.